we have a partnership directly with the corporate. So the repayment is made by the corporate as a salary deduction. So that reduces the hassle of repayment on the customer.
Okay. Correct, sir. Okay. And so just wanted to know, like, so our major income that we have, like, in the current quarter, so, what we also do some part of gold, right? So gold loan, this one. So what part of comes from EWA services? And could you just give me the basic breakup, like what percentage comes from which, like, our income streams?
See, almost 50% is right now from distribution income. Well, for the gold loans part I'm talking about, we are distributors for HDFC, loan distributors for HDFC and Axis Bank. There we get only fee income. There is no risk on our books. And currently, right now, the income from EVA is not that high. But going forward, we expect that this will become a major portion of our revenue.
Okay. Got it. Fair enough, sir. So, sir, just like wanted to know, like we've given a guidance of 8 to 10x the PAT in the next 3 years. So, how would it be? Would it be a linear way, or maybe just like a year of building up and then we would see it? So, just like maybe in the near term, like what can we expect next year for like our growth?
What expect is organic growth, So, like we have quarter on quarter we are growing. We just expect organic with this pace only we'll able to deliver 8 to 10x growth.
Oh.
So you look at this from year-on-year growth now, growing more than 100% year-on-year. On this very we're able to grow 8 to 10x.
Okay. Fair enough, sir.
As the market expands, that also will add to our bottom line, no? So people don't even know about this product,
Yeah. It's a very interesting product that I think has, a lot of penetration is not there or awareness is not there in our markets.
Okay. But this product is very popular in US, it is catching up a lot of popularity in Indonesia, Philippines. If you go now, where companies are becoming really big. I was really surprised, the way that companies are growing in Philippines and Indonesia. EWA companies are growing in that part of the world.
Okay. So, sir, do we have like any competition from any existing players who are doing it? Like, any threat of like, there'll be more competition and, like we are taking a 2% season in that we, come to a price war or something like that. So, could you
No. There are 4 years like...
If I can answer this, please.
Yeah.
So honestly, at this stage, all of us together as a competition, we're expanding the market, just, creating market awareness. So in our case, it's better that we have competition. So then the faster the market grows. Once the market is developed, and then the question of price war product comes into place. But for us to reach there, the market needs to grow first. So it's better in our case that we have good competition coming in.
Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, you may press star and 1 to ask a question. The next question is from the line of Ankur from ABC Capital. Please go ahead.
Hi, just quick question. Can you give us the KPIs for this quarter? How many loans were disbursed?
Sorry to interrupt you, sir. I would request you to please use your handset.
Hi. Just wanted some KPIs on EWA for this quarter. I think you mentioned some 40-odd clients are there, but what is the total?
No, 25. Existing, we have 25. We are planning to reach by 15 more than we should take to 40 in this quarter.
So in 25 clients, what is the total employee strength? And out of those employees, what loans actually we dispersed? I'm just trying to find out percentage of offtake, if I may call it.
Can you elaborate that?
Sorry, what is the query? Sorry.
Okay. What I'm trying to understand is the percentage of offtake amongst
about 15%. About 15% of the employees use this program on a monthly basis. We have a retention rate of 90%. But in any corporate, 10 to 15% is the engagement rate as of now.
And retention rate is at corporate level, right? Because we are
on an employee level. So if an employee transacts today, there's a 90% chance they transact again next month.
Okay, so 90% of 15, right? So next month, basically, we have a 13.5%. Is that fair?
Correct. Plus any new joining that the corporate has. then new joinees tend to use this a lot.
And if I may just add here, Salin, sir, this is also a journey. So when the program gets launched and the more and more awareness gets spread about this particular program to the employees, there are new employees who are also joining on a monthly basis from the same organization as well. This is not like one-time onboarding where we are just doing the eligibility and we are offering. So we would keep on having organic customers, and we have the repeat customers that keep on coming from the organization. But an uptake rate on on a stable, steady basis, about 15% of the people will use the facility, and it is very similar to when you do the market stats on unsecured loan as to what percentage of population is actually taking unsecured loans. So which is very, very kind of synonymous.
Yep, that's fine. And of the clients who've been with you, let's say for a quarter or so, has the 15 got, typically clients from, what's the journey like? They do start with 10% and peak out at 30, or is it too early to figure out that part?
It's all over the place. In the first one, it's a bit slow, when the awareness is spreading amongst the company. But eventually, when people start transacting, they tend to, the word of mouth tends to spread. And then we see a uptake in the second and the third month. And then it keeps, in a linear fashion, keeps going up to a certain point.
So what is
in Vasudeva, I think we have almost transacting 100 customers over there, no? In Vasudeva Pharma?
More. They are a company of almost 400 employees, and we have about 90 people transacting on a monthly basis.
Sorry, is that Talin speaking?
Sorry,
I didn't get your name. Is it Talin?
Talin, correct.
Yeah. Talin, what is the peak penetration you have seen so far in any client?
About 20%.
Okay, that's fine. And if you guys can just give more details of that unsecured loan product you are referring to, you will offer it to the same clientele who are opting for EWA or what?
Correct. So people, again, we'll offer it within the companies, our EVA corporates, and again to people who have been, transacting, who have been our regular EVA clients transacting for EVA. And we'll, according to the minimum eligibility criteria that we set for the entire company, accordingly we'll, shortlist the clients to whom we can offer the personal loans. Yeah.
And Talin, if I may just add here, we would be starting with qualifying the employees who are already transacting on EVA. But this particular product also would be proposed into the corporate as a standalone product for other employees who are not keen on a salary advance, but then they may have emergency fund requirements or systematic fund requirements where they would like to pay us in 3 to 6 months installments. So there would be different underwriting criteria for both the categories. One, because we already have a history of performance with us, and the other person, he's a new guy, so there would be some more underwriting, steps that we will execute, and we can also offer them standalone, small ticket size loans.
So two questions. When you're signing a corporate, do you get access to salary data of all the employees, or you get data only for the employees who sign up?
It depends completely from corporate to corporate, whatever their IT policy demands.
No, Talin, what I'm trying to understand is, let's say you're saying you have a 15% offtake, right? If you get salary data for entire 100%, then there is a massive database being created on the credit history or credit profile of a larger pool, which can be monetized differently. So is it possible to monetize the entire 100% database? Or that is not the strategy, or that is not what you guys have been able to crack so far?
As I mentioned, in not all the cases do we get the 100% database. It's only in certain cases we do, because a lot of companies have strict IT policies in place that they cannot share the data without the consent of the employee. So only when the employee logs in, gives us the consent that, I want to avail this facility, only then do we extract the data from the databases of the companies. So one is that. And second, we are trying a level best, to monetize as much as we can. Not only with EVA, but even distribution of our other products through our subsidiaries to the other what do you say, employees.
Sorry. Then, the unsecured loan, whatever the quantum today is or going forward, do you guys want to take it on, keep it on balance sheet, or do you think you will be downselling, or is it more of a aggregation model and then you basically sell it down to some of these bigger NBFCs or banks? So what's your current view on this unsecured book, which you guys will build over a period of time?
No, personal loan we keep on our book size only. On all the EVA product and personal loan going through EVA, we'll be keeping on our books only. Funding is not an issue with us.
Yeah, that's okay, sir. But just trying to understand, I mean, longer term, a year later, do you guys still want to carry it on your balance sheet, or you want to downsell?
No, we like to carry it on our balance sheet only. See, only very large ticket size, cases, where we are not very comfortable, we might, pass it on to some other, to our distribution business. Otherwise, we like to keep it on our books only.
Okay. And what was the EVA distribution in September month, specifically in month?
It's about 1.4 CR.
1.4 CR. So the annual run rate is still close to 18 CR, right? ARR.
No, it will keep on increasing now. As in, like once we have tied up with Municipal Corporation of Chandigarh, we expect a lot of customers to come from there in this current business. A lot of big corporates tied up in the month of September. So they should start maturing this quarter.
Yeah. And one last suggestion, if possible, in your quarterly presentations, if you guys can just put down the trend of number of EVA clients, number of total employee base of those clients, and what penetration you guys have had. So that will actually help us get a better sense.
Sure, please. Sure.
All right. Thanks a lot. All the best.
Thank you.
Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, in order to ensure that the management is able to address questions from all the participants, please limit your question to 2 per participant. If you have a follow-up question, I would request you to rejoin the queue. The next question is from the line of Dharmesh Patel, who is an individual investor. Please go ahead.
Am I audible, sir?
Yeah, Mr. Patel.
Actually, I wanted to ask your CRO, Mrs. Gurmeet Kaur. Ma'am, we have a very concentrated set of customers in EVA program. Can we get clients from other cities like Mumbai, Kolkata, Indore, etc., other cities? Because right now we are just following Chandigarh or places around Chandigarh.
I think that is the endeavor. When we started our EVA, it's always better to start nearer to your own house, because we did an extensive pilot for the first 3 months when we were setting the entire process and the automation in place. And as we look at now the pipeline of clients that we are talking to, we are already expanding the geography. So Talin and Sanjay, we have got now one of the biggest IT back services clients, which is based out of Bombay.
And we already functioned with clients from Pune, Hyderabad.
Okay. And second question was, ma'am, in the last Concall, we had tied up with an HR firm in Mumbai, and we were planning to get some top clients like Tata's or Mahindras. Any progress on this discussion with the HR firm?
No. Talin, would you like to take this question?
We are in talks. I mean, these are large corporates, very large corporates you're talking about. So they're, penetrating and then conversion takes a lot of time. So we're just trying a level best to, convert these firms.
They may be able to convert one very large US corporate. The India office has cleared the proposal and it's gone to US now for final approval.
Okay, fine. And I wanted to ask CMD Mr. Sanjay, sir. Sir, I think in last when I read our annual report, you were allowed to you drew less salary which was allowed to the CMD. Why was it, sir?
I don't like to put more pressure on the company now. Let's see as we grow, then we might increase it a little bit more.
Okay. No, we appreciate this gesture. So you drew less salary than what you could take. We appreciate that.
Very tight ship. Mr. Patel, we run a very tight ship,
Okay. So we are trying to conserve funds for the growth of the company, is it?
Yeah, obviously. A small company will like to run a tight ship. Our expenses are very tightly controlled.
Okay. That's it. Thank you. All the best, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you. The next question is from the line of CA Vikas from Essential. Please go ahead.
Yeah, thank you. This is my continuous with the last phone call on the 12th and 13th July. Right now, in last phone call, we have serving the 15 company. Right now, the 25 companies. Correct, sir?
Yeah.
Yeah. And what is our business loan is there? Last time is a 47 crores and your loan is a 2 crores. What is it right now in the current quarter?
But I think today we closed on 56 crores, approximately 56 crores total.
It's a 56 in business loan or including?
Both combined. Or I think 1.4 is I think EVA and the balance is the business loans.
But in the last quarter is a 2 crores is there. It's a reduced number. This one is there.
Come again.
The last quarter, you just mentioned the business loan is a 47 crore, EVA is a 2 crore. Is a total 49 crore is there.
I can't place you. See, I'm talking about the standalone. I think on the current basis, we have 65 crores total. Total book size is 65 crores, sorry.
65?
Yeah, 65.
65 is there.
Yeah, 65, yeah.
Business loan is there?
Come again?
Business loan, what is the breakup of?
1.54 crores is what EVA and the balance is business loan.
1.5 means is a 64.5 is a business loan.
63.5.
3.5, okay. That is the reason. 3.5, okay, understand. 3.5.
EVA is asset light. If it's every month it gets turned and this thing and the distribution, our fee income is almost 50% of the total revenue. And in the fee income, for the fee business also we did not have, no funds requirement for that.
Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, we will take that as the last question. I would now like to hand the conference over to Ms. Chandni Chande for closing comments.
Thank you everyone for joining the conference call of Emerald Finance Limited. If you have any queries, you can write to us at research@kirinadvisors.com. Once again, thank you for joining.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Have a good evening.
Bye.
All right, thank you. Thank you, everyone. Bye.
On behalf of Kirin Advisors, that concludes this conference. Thank you for joining us, and you may now disconnect your lines.